Scorpio, hey, it's Jen from Lady Tarot 911. How are you? Starting your September out right? Get ready for school or football or just colder weather. At least it is here in the Western Hemisphere. We are getting cooler temperatures for sure. How's everybody doing? I'm here to do your September monthly read and give you a little bit of an idea of what the energy is, kind of what's happening. So we have a retrograde that's going to be happening tomorrow, and this is going to be the 6th out of 8 planets that are retrograde, which means big lessons and returns, I should say, with people and events and things in our life that we didn't close up or take care of or learn from. Blessings we didn't grab up when we had the chance, people returning to apologize or to come back into your life and rekindle, reconcile. That's Miss Nala. So she's obsessed with light dots. And yeah, I did that to her when I didn't mean to, though. I was just playing with the little laser light and she became, she was having fun. So I thought that was fun. And I guess that you're not supposed to use those dogs. I don't know with cats, but dogs are hunters. And so they get the, look at her. She just is, I feel so bad. She's obsessed with lights. I could sit here all day long. She'll just wait for it to move. She'll just stand there and just wait for it to move. Don't use lasers with your dogs. There's the lesson. Okay, so that'll be the 6 out of 8 planets that will be retrograde. The North Node events it was still in those, and that is what they're calling now, like in September, is the month of destiny. So we're all on this road from August that put us back on like all the aspects and the planetary changes that put us back onto the road of destiny. And September, there's supposed to be things that are happening, especially with like soulmates and twin flames, people coming back, returning, rekindling, reconciling, like I said. And just this North Node is destiny in your birth chart. South Node is about where you're comfortable, past lives, where you've been. And North Node, a lot of lessons and people coming back into your life where you're supposed to, like your destiny and fate, karma playing out, good or bad. And that is having a lot to do with not only all the energy, but the North Nodes that are, that were kind of sandwiched in between, that were in between these events. We also have the moon, and the full moon, I believe, is happening on the 10th or the 25th. And obviously moon energy, the moon's strong enough to pull the waves in the ocean and stretch the earth. So it's definitely going to affect our, depending on, like where your aspects are, where all of this energy is at for you. September is supposed to be a really, let's see, the beginning and the middle of September are supposed to be heavier, but the ending is supposed to lighten up, and that feeds into October. So anyways, okay, so enough about the planets. That has a huge influence, but let's see what you have, Scorpio, for your month. In particular, looks like checkered flag. So this says conclusion, outcome, finale, completion, verdict, settled, results, signaling, the end, finishing first, achievement, culmination, final chapter, endings, feeling relieved. So there is a, so when I talk about closing up cycles, completing past lessons, things coming around and patterns being finalized, it looks like you're huge into that. Your month for Scorpio is going to be very much about that. So let's see. Let us get into it and find out exactly what's been happening. All the other reads that I've done have been very positive, even just maybe dealing with some challenges or having to make decisions, get unstuck from things. You know, I mean, every month is going to have its moments where we have to put in effort to achieve what we want to achieve, better our lives, right? It's not about sitting on our butts and doing nothing. We have to learn and grow. So, universe, what do you have for Scorpio for the month of September? Okay, so I feel like, all right. So you've got the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, Temperance, the Tower, Justice, Ten of Pentacles, wow, Three of Wands, the Magician, oh wow, Ten of Cups, wow. Overall energy, well, okay, so are these aren't, are they? I think those, I put those in backwards, but so I don't usually read reversals, but I must have put this in backwards and it's supposed to be. So when it comes out that way, I read it that way. You have the Hanged Man in reverse. So the Hanged Man in reverse for overall energy could be you getting unstuck, which would make a lot of sense with your checkered flag being conclusion, outcome, settling, you know, final chapter. You've gotten unstuck. You got yourself to a place where you get to make decisions. You can finally make those decisions if you have been stuck in a rut. The Hanged Man upright is, oh, and I just dropped it. Hang on. Hang on. Sorry about that, Scorpio. I dropped it down the little side of the desk. But the Hanged Man upright is about seeing things from a new perspective, but we can also get ourselves stuck until we do see things in a new perspective. And you had it in reverse. So you have come out of this position in your life where you are now able to get yourself out of, unhooked from maybe thoughts, patterns, ways of thinking, habits, not making decisions, just being stuck. You're paralyzed, essentially. Just you're stopped. And in the month of September, it appears that you are making great strides to be able to come out from that position. And with your middle card, so you have Justice in the middle, I feel that there's an energy around the Justice card that is bringing everything together. Maybe this has been over years of time that things have gotten out of balance. Maybe things have, sorry, Nella, quiet. Things have felt unfair. Things have felt like a burden or overload or something that has been weighing on you for a long time. And there's finally going to be truth this month, balance, fairness. Because you could be dealing with a Libra. Justice is about making things right that maybe have not been right. So in the top row, you have your Queen of Swords. In the middle, you have Lovers, and you have Temperance. So this is the beginning of the month, choices being made, truths being told about choices that have been made, but being able to feel okay about those choices, temper those choices, this could be about somebody in your life that you've had in your life that you're finally seeing the truth about, whether that be something that you want to, have in your life or not. But the Temperance is angel energy and brings a lighter sense, more clarity, more justice, like you have in the middle. More angel energy is feeling better about something, about choice, or about this connection, or about people in your life, or bringing truths to the surface to heal things that have happened in relationships for you. And this is going to be taking place. I mean, it should be taking place right now. Is just tempering that and bringing truth to light. And that's going to be like the first half of your month. And the second half of your month, and I'm going to pull a outcome card of kind of how things are going to play out as well. But it looks like, sorry, you have the Justice in the middle, and you have the Tower and the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, it's crazy because in your spread you have the Ten of Pentacles and then you have the Ten of Cups. So this is ultimate achievement financially, materialistically, yes, abundantly is a better way to say that. Finances, career, home, family, all of that. This is ultimate achievement, and this is ultimate achievement in our love, our relationships, our emotions. So they kind of go hand in hand, but obviously this is more pentacle based, more solid stability, and this is more just happiness and overall feeling good. And tens are the nines are pretty much the end wrapping up, and tens are just like done, final done, moving on, this is like the best ice cream in the whole world, right? Ever on a hot day. This is like, the best cool drink that you could have on a hot day. I mean, like just those feelings of ultimate satisfaction, just achievement that is so big. It makes me think of like when you were a kid, like there was a pumpkin carving contest in school that my dad took me to, and I remember I got a certificate for obviously he did the work, I'm sure, like most of it, but we got a certificate for like being the best about, with, I don't know what category, whatever category they had us in. And I felt on top of the world. And it's crazy because when we're kids like that, I think, when you're a kid, like, back in the days of our childhood, when you don't have inhibitions anymore and you feel like the things that weigh us down because we've become adults and we overthink everything. So we don't get to be a kid. We don't get to enjoy just flowing and jumping and laughing and playing and enjoying being alive and life and these great achievements. And speaking of that, like your checkered flag, I mean, of achievements, same thing with being a kid. You just, the achievement of this pumpkin carving contest was huge to me. It was at that moment. We live in the moment when we're kids, where we don't worry about the future. We are not thinking about the past and regretting. We do all that stuff to ourselves as adults when we get older. And so to go back to maybe this is a childhood relationship. Maybe it is about lightening up and becoming a child again and feeling within yourself, finding that balance and those great achievements and that happiness and that childlike state that you had long ago, being able to connect with that. And I think that, hey Scorpio, sorry, I dropped the card and then my video dies because I didn't have enough storage, so I apologize. Anyways, what I was saying is being childlike and having that childlike spirit and feeling those achievements. This could be a lot about self-worth as well. And I feel like in the middle of the month, you are going to have a moment, something's going to happen. And towers are about crumbling down a foundation that was not built on a steady foundation. It's what is the word I'm looking for? Rebuilding on a steadier foundation. And through this justice that you're going to be receiving and this balancing and this fairness so this is in the past position, and this is current, and this would be in the future. I mean, if you were to look at it like that, even though time is not linear, but this justice will be happening in the middle of the month. And this past, this could have been in your past prior to September. It could be happening now, but it's basically showing the progression that through the breaking down of whatever needed to be demolished. And towers can come to us in the 3D as illness, maybe a money issue, a heartache of some sort. And that it's something that we can get through, and it's not always negative either. It depends on the karma debt that we have and what we're paying. A tower can bring down, something that was negative for you and be a karmic blessing, a blessing that, if you have positive karma that you're owed. So regardless, either way, it brings down what is challenged and it rebuilds a more solid, steady type of foundation of, within us and in, our surroundings and how we feel and the choices we make to help us grow. And when this takes place, after this happens, either to you or somebody who's paying a karmic debt to you and you're getting good karma, there's justice in this and there is a rebalancing and it's fair. And it has a lot to do with family or money or career. Like I said, remember, this is like the ice cream. This is on a really hot day, the best ice cream you could ever have. That feeling of just, enjoyment and being refreshed and feeling finally a sense of relief. And that will be happening in the middle of September for you. And towards the end, then through that tower and that transition, I mean, everything, all energy plays on each other, but you have the Magician and you have the Three of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So after this time period where you become unstuck in, and that, again, that's the Hangman reverse. When you get out of whatever this is and you find that karmic justice and can start, you start feeling better financially or within your family or about choices or things that have happened towards the end of the month, you clear your mind to be able to start creating and manifesting and bringing to you as you go with the flow. You are able to manifest these opportunities that will be given to you and opened up. And through those, you will then be able to find your Ten of Cups and your ultimate achievement. And you're manifesting this ultimate achievement. You're manifesting these opportunities, whether you know it or not. We all are manifesting. And so I think, like other signs, the progression of the month getting better in September is very likely. There's some lessons in the beginning, some justice playing out in the middle, and then in the end, it looks like there is some great opportunities out of that that are going to be, be something that you needed after a really long time, potentially. If you're talking like childhood, childhood issues, childhood, something that's happened in relationship. Maybe you've known somebody for a while. This could be a past friend. This could be a past lover. This could, this could be just somebody in your life that, you're coming to an end of that cycle. And when we talk about like closing up cycles, final chapters, think of life and journeys as a book, and that's just one chapter. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting rid of people, but some people might go a different direction and find, different chapters of their lives that they have to, become a part of creating, and they're not in your next chapter. I want to, give me just a second. I want to pull I want to pull an outcome, like a potential outcome that you will have in the month of September. The outcome pretty much is 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Those are huge rewards for hard work and being able to learn these lessons and find the justice, and this could be you bringing justice to somebody else through, karma playing out, and but it's nothing that you can't handle, and it's how you learn, and it's how you grow. It's how other people learn and grow around you as well. So I think that there's going to be, let's see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and almost 2 more. 5 out of the 9 cards here. No, 1, 2, hang on, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 10 cards here, and 2 that are close, the 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups that are close to their minor arcana, but they're close to major arcana. 6 out of the 10 cards are major arcana. And when you have major arcana cards, it's about huge life transformations and change. And with the Hanged Man in reverse, and the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and Justice, Lovers, Temperance, these are all very positive cards for growth and expansion and learning and being able to overcome. And that fits right along with Checkered Flag is the conclusion or outcome, being able to have those achievements like you did when you were a kid, or, in my pumpkin carving, story about feeling on top of the world because I didn't have worries as a kid like I do now, but I do it to myself because we get in our head, we use our head way too much. As a child, you use your intuition and your freeness and your freedom, your spontaneity to create your current life, and we forget that when we're older. So I do have yeah, this is nice. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles and 8 of Wands and the Death and Rebirth. So because these are such positive cards, and I don't have like the 10 of Swords, and I don't have, yes, the Tower, and the Tower is about transformation, but so is the Death card in this. It's about rebirth. The Death card is a good card. It doesn't mean physical. It could mean physical death for somebody, but but that's not what this is looking like. This is not this is very bright, and there's a lot of positivity coming, positive energy coming off of this. This is more of an achievement and, accomplishment. And there will be communication and forward action. If you're waiting to hear from somebody, if you're wanting to be able to manifest something in your life, of being able to speak with somebody or talk with somebody, and forward movement. The Eight of Wands is a lot about forward movement. Now, it might be a little slower coming in, but this communication that will be coming to you, or messages, the Knight is moving forward. He is moving forward, and there is action being taken. And even though it might be slower, there is going to be transformation in all of this that might have been something that was needed for a really, really long time. The final chapter is a lot of hard work and is a lot of learning. And through finding your final chapter and being able to have a rebirth of, this foundation that maybe, came crumbling down because of, there being imperfections in there that needed to be learned from. Through that, you're going to just create for your next chapter an even, bigger, sturdier, more solid foundation, going into this next chapter in your life. And we are all closing out cycles and beginning, new ones. And that's a great way, Scorpio, to start this new chapter of your life. And you're doing it with achieving these incredible moments in life that you've been able to grow from. And 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups, I mean, in itself, not only the rebirth of, and transformation, huge transformation. You've got all of these major arcana cards, which is massive in itself, and the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. I mean, that's just amazing. That's just huge. Ultimate achievement, ultimate wish fulfillment, ultimate happiness, the best of the best. Here's your childhood awards. Here's your certificates or your trophies for all the hard work that you've put in all these years. Here is your certificates, like the certificate I got for the pumpkin carving. Here you go. And you won, and you won in your life, and you have created great achievements that you should be really proud of. And I love this. It's a very balanced reading with great results, and it ties right into my pumpkin carving story. Become that kid again. Think with your intuition and your heart and emotion. Give your emotion more freely. You're Scorpio. You know all about that. Be a kid. Find that freedom and that joy and those achievements in your life and what you're doing. And that's going to be a huge reward for you moving forward. So I'm really happy for you, Scorpio. And thanks so much for being here. If you would like my video, if you liked it and connected with it, and if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I'm trying to grow my subscribers, I would appreciate it. These are just the monthlies. The weeklies are going to be different. They're going to be a lot faster. And I'm going to be doing readings on soulmates and twin flames and love readings. So stick with me, and I'd love to have you a part of my soul tribe. You guys have a great September, and take care. Bye.